On January 16th, I beat Vampire Survivors. Kinda, because I mean, when can you actually log a Survivors-like game as completed? I definitely didn't do everything in the game, but I've done enough, is what I decided. I have like 40 hours in the game, and I feel like I've seen basically all it has to offer. I unlocked the adventure mode, so I decided to finish off the Garlic Paradise adventure, and then log this one as completed. Vampire Survivors is the best at the very start. I was completely hooked and saw exactly why the game became so popular. It was so fun to play and level up and get stronger. In the beginning, when you're low level and don't have any items unlocked, there's actually a bit of attention and skill needed to play. It's hard to reach the end of levels, which are 30 minutes long, but once you figure out how the game works, it becomes incredibly trivial. Nowadays, I don't even have to try, and by minute 20 out of 30, I've maxed all of my weapons and I can stand idly while a bunch of flashing lights kill everything for me. It was best in the first few hours of gameplay where I couldn't even get to the end of the first level. Everything after that was a slow descent into monotony. Now I'm at a point where there isn't much content left or things to unlock beside get this character to level X and you unlock Y, which is pretty lame and I don't feel like doing that at all. This is the game that I would play in the background while watching One Piece. I'm on episode 815 right now, but I'm just not sure how much gameplay I can squeeze out of this one. Also, after finishing it and looking at some of the backlogged reviews, I saw a lot of people saying how Vampire Survivors is kind of the video game equivalent of like shit. TikTok sludge content and scrolling endlessly for no reason. All of these flashing lights and numbers and noises. Loot box animations every minute, Twitch bullshit that you don't even have to play. Which is really true, and that's something I try to avoid in my life. Wasting time with sludgy, time-wasting filler shit like that. So these reviews actually changed how I think about the game a lot. It's a little depressing that like, as a society, this is the game that we chose to make incredibly popular. Out of all the artistic experiences or games with actually fun gameplay that, you know, could have been given a chance in the spotlight, this is the one that everybody gets drawn to. It's not the game's fault, it's not the creator's fault, it's just more like society was drawn to this game with its flashing lights and loot boxes and shit. In my eyes now, Vampire Survivors seems more like a boring nothing burger than a fun time waster. The game is fine, it's whatever, but I just don't like what it represents really. 1.5 out of 5.